Welcome back to the Xenophobic 73 channel, and this is Doctor Who. This is episode 5 of the Flux in the continuing story arc of Doctor Who for season 13. And as I said, this is episode 5, and this was Survivors of the Flux. Flux sake. We've got another episode, and again, I've said before, in these Chris Chibnall times, there's an awful lot going on. These episodes I don't personally think they're catered for the casual viewer, because if you're a casual viewer coming in just to see what's going on, you will get absolutely lost. So we start off the episode, as I said, just a retrack from last week, where you've got Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. From what we can see, she's been all consumed by the Weeping Angels. She's been converted, which we've never seen before. We've seen Weeping Angels kill on touch or on sight. Pardon the pun. Now we see them as part of the Division. Now we know at this point the Division is this all-encompassing alien entity that's able to employ other species to do their evil bidding. So we see now that I said, yeah, the Doctor has been taken over as a Weeping Angel. But soon into the episode, spoiler alert, we see that that is actually not the case. They were just doing it because it was fun, just to make her think that she was actually being taken over. So we see Jodie taking on or coming against the head of the Division, which was the other character we'd seen in the previous episode, Tetuan, I think it's pronounced. This ties back. This is more of what we possibly some fans will hate, and this is counting back to the Timeless Child story arc. This character was effectively the Doctor's mother, posed as the Doctor's mother, or the titular character that came across the Doctor at the time, underneath the obelisk in the end of the finale of last season, the Timeless Child. So she was either kidnapped or moved, or as she claims, given her a life. So this is the character that we're now introduced to. Obviously not played by the original character, but obviously played by someone more well known. So yeah, there's a stalwart battle between them, a war of words, if you so to speak. I'm going to stop you, the usual stuff. So while that's going on, we've got Professor Dan and Yaz space shifting from so many different times and so many different cosplay things. God, look, some of it's comedic, some of it works, some of it I think is just scene filler for them, for something to do. So they're time jumping from all over the place, trying to decipher clues and patterns, maps, to find out the secret of what's basically going on. They then ultimately come across to a Tibetan monk or somewhere, Great Wall of China or somewhere like that. And it's all a bit camp, and basically the whole message is they need to find a dog. So it brings it back to Covenastra again, Covenastra, however you want to pronounce it. They actually need their help to get where is they're going to. Well, you know, for those of us who've been watching, we know how it's going to culminate, but for those who don't, the casual viewer, you'll be going, my God, this is another acid trip. Oh. It's just so hard to follow. Now, I'm glad at this point they've reintroduced Williamson's character, and we finally ultimately find out what is underneath, where he's been excavating underneath Liverpool, and it's obviously a gateway or an edge point to all these different dimensions. So obviously at the end of the episode we see that the Sontarans are breaking through. Everything is basically coming to a flux. Yes, pun intended. So yes, it was an interesting episode. Again, as with these, there's so much to fit in and there's so much going on. Jericho's character, I think, again played by Kevin McNally, it was in place in the previous episode, because I think his character was written for that time, and now he just seems to be a bit bumbling. I mean, the character was bumbling anyway, you know, stiff upper lip and all that, typical sort of English character of the mid 20th century. plays off Dan very well. The two of them go very well. Again, John Bishop, character performances, John Bishop again, brilliant. Kevin McNally, yeah, and a bit campy. And you can see where Yaz, as the female protagonist, has a one-up on the men, which has the one-up on the men, so she's able to do everything and sort of brushes the fellas to one side. There you go. I guess that's just the way, the life we live in now, where the female lead takes the part, and that's the diversity of the show, I guess. I'm not sure that I 100% agree with that, but that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. That's what it is. So on the whole, one more episode to go, and there's a lot of brass tacks to clear up. There's a lot of tunnels to join together. There's so many dot-to-dot connections just to finish up the episode, because I hate to leave some person that hasn't been fully explained just to have them left in limbo, because that is frustrating. It almost seems like it was a waste of opportunity for certain types of character anyway. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully everything will come to pass and everything will be fully explained. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens anyway. So here's to next week's episode. So again, the finale of the series. We'll see how that pans out, and I look forward to seeing you all again, guys. Oh, and just one other point, regards to Swarm and Azur. Do you not think Azur looks like one of the Cenobites from, I think it was Hellraiser 2, I think it was. But anyway, just my thoughts, just a little trivia thing just to throw in there last second. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you have been in before and you like the content, please do leave a comment and do leave a like. And if you do like the content that I do on the channel, it doesn't have to be the Doctor Who content. It can be the gaming channel or the retro rewinds or even the PS4 tutorials. Please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. Don't have to take membership. It's optional if you want to. I'd be 100% with you if you did, but that's along the line. Thanks very much, and I would really appreciate your support. Yeah, thanks. Bye bye.